Yeah,
Are
man.
we live? We live? We live?
Live up
We
in this
live in
mother.
this thing.
Live up in this
Yeah.
mother.
I
Whoa,
can't.
there.
Oh
What's
Man,
up?
man,
let me get my head straight, man. Man,
Eric and Jay making dollars.
man, let's go.
Dollar out of
Well, how
15.
we live in this thing?
Man, I'll flip it up, man. I'll get some gold up in here, man. I show off the Michelin nest, man. You know what I'm saying? Show off the Michelin nest.
Man, I hope we. Let's see here. Let me. I hope we liver than Garcia's liver.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that real
I don't
quick.
know if that's living anymore.
How'd you like to fight those, huh?
Oh man, we was in boy. We man went down. We was in there having a ball, and then Garcia. I ain't never seen nobody try to do that to Tank, and not that early. That man started the second round trying to go in there and try to swarm him. And I said it. I said, all right. I said, keep being aggressive. And next thing you know, when he caught him with that first one, that flash knockdown, and I got up and we had people in there dying, bro. Man, I just jumped up. I was like, yeah, what you gonna do now? Like he slowed down that aggression. Once he felt that left, and then yeah, like I said, man. I mean, it went exactly like I thought. Like I said, except I didn't see him trying to. He was reckless early, Garcia. I didn't see that. I don't know why. Now he said it. I mean, he said later. I mean, he said he was impatient. He said he was bored. How you bored in the second round, fool? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he said. He said I was bored, man. He's like, man, that's my fault. I got impatient. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, people are funny there, bro. Like I said, go step and let somebody hit you in your liver, bro, and then go let somebody who's probably considered the second hardest puncher in the sport of boxing hit you with a clean shot in the liver, and see if you go down and not get up because you can't breathe and you got no air and it feel like everything just came
Yeah, I
out.
think that was Ace saying that wasn't a good hit.
And like I
But
said, it's the homie and shit. I know Ace is a casual boxing fan. He don't follow it like that. He
but
told
liver shots, man, all boxers will tell you that's
yeah,
one of the
that's
hardest, man,
Right.
one
the
of the
fix.
toughest
Yeah,
hits.
that ain't how they fix fight. Usually, most fixes is decisions and bullshit. You talk about fighter taking a dive. That ain't how they take dives, bro. They don't take dives to the liver, bro.
Yeah, the way
It
I
don't
saw
work
it
that way.
was
It
he
don't
got
work.
knocked out. He was a little timid after he got knocked out. It wasn't really no back and forth. He was more on the defense. And like the last couple rounds, I thought Garcia got more aggressive. It looked like he was taking it to Tank. And then what was it? Seventh round, he got knocked out. Well, one of
Seventh
the rounds, he
round.
got seventh
Yeah.
round. It looked like he was taking it to Tank again. And Tank popped him with that body shot, and he just backed up and kneeled down. I thought he was gonna get up, but
Nah, he wanted
yeah,
to. He was alert. He, like I said, he went.
yeah.
Body shot is the most underrated punch in the sport. Lost art. He fully alert. This ain't a headshot. This ain't no equilibrium. He
Right.
said it. I wanted to get up. He said I could not get up. He was like, I wanted to get up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Man, you get
I
hit.
wonder if his ribs are broke.
Uh, Good question. Good question.
Uh,
There go my
But
brother right
we
there.
were laughing about it when you see it. We like, man, your rib cage ain't supposed to move like that. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Oh, I didn't even see his rib cage was moving.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
man.
see no. I
You watching
just
a slow mo?
yeah, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it was a perfect shot. Do it. I'm talking about that dude hits hard, bro. Like
yeah, it
Yeah, he
does.
was
Yeah.
throwing bricks. He was throwing bricks. And for you
Right.
to go down off a body shot, you just
yeah, bro.
throwing
Like,
haymakers. Like
nah, yeah.
I didn't see it at first when I was watching it. I didn't even see it. I was like, dang.
Now it's funny because when it happened, because like I said, he went under, and we're watching live in like a split second. I was like, wait, did he? And then like when I was great say, I was watching it with well, it was a bunch of us, but I was sitting next to one of CJ's teammates' father. Dad, he lives from Frisco, and I was like, did he? And then right when I said it, that's when he took the knee. I was like, man, I knew he hit him in the body because it happened so quick because
Yeah, I didn't see
he
it.
swung over, Tank went under, and it came. And then, like I said, it was a delayed reaction because once you back up and you feel that all that cut gust come out, and he had no choice, bro.
Yeah,
Like to
leaking
do
too.
that.
I was like, man, I didn't even see you the hit that made him start leaking. I was like, man, Tank must have did that phantom hit because it was just so
That
quick.
that uppercut, man,
He was
Yeah,
throwing.
he put. I mean, that he didn't put many people to. Like I say, even on that first one, there was a flash knockdown. He lucky because it was kind of a counter on the cusp, but he didn't hit clearly. It wasn't squared on, so it was more of a flash. That's how he was able to get back up. But like when he fought Santa Cruz, and he had never been knocked down ever, and he caught him flush all the way through, and he was asleep for like 10 minutes on the canvas.
Crazy. PSP, you saw the fight?
Yeah. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah, I saw the fight. I mean, I was kind of surprised with that second knockdown because I didn't know what happened to Garcia, but when I heard it was his ribs and shit, I was like, damn, man. But that first knockdown that led him to the ground, I mean, it was a good fight. I was happy that Tank won. I actually thought Tank was going to win that fight. So, good day for boxing.
Yes, sir. The new face, baby.
So,
Yeah, I was kind of taken aback. I don't know if you guys seen. I posted on Friday. Just the trash talk was like
the trash talk
it was super elementary. Like yeah, I'm gonna punch you in your jaw. I'm gonna hurt you. Like I'm like, are you like what kind of shit talking y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And Tank could barely form a sentence though. Like I'm like, you know, like, and then old boy, you know what I'm saying? He had this, you know, like he's the new kids on the block. He had his hair all conked up and, you know what I'm saying? His eyebrows arched and shit. I'm like, I just felt like the cats are just trying to sell some tickets, man. I didn't see the fight.
You didn't watch it? Oh, so you got to watch the replay. But no, that's a good point you brought up because I was talking to people yesterday saying it kind of what you were saying. But if you watch, like a lot of people were convinced that Garcia was going to win. When they did the Instagram live, where they were talking about let's do the whole purse, they were like,
I saw that.
They were like how confident he looked, and I'm telling you, bro, every day leading up to the fight, I'm watching All Access. See, I'm watching all this, and then the day when they did the press conference, Garcia, like the shit you were just saying, Garcia was a different dude. He was still trying to talk shit at the press conference the day before, but the tone in his voice was a lot less like we say, take that bass out your voice. Like it was like the realization of the fight is around the corner. So now I think the nervousness was kicking in, and like you were saying, I'm gonna hit you in the mouth. Like it wasn't like, hey, it's on. Like you know, if you watch him 3 weeks ago, month ago, on All Access, oh yeah, I ain't coming to play. Yeah, Tank ain't ready.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I was telling everybody, I said the bass in his voice, if you look in his eyes when he kept showing him sitting down, and Tank is Tank. Now, Tank ain't ever been the greatest speaker,
right?
You know, in general. So, I mean, who knows? You know, you never know. We talk about athletes and education and stuff like that. You know, he was
no. It just sounded like Tank had like a mouthful of mashed potatoes when he was talking. I'm like, damn, bro, like I said, he can't even form a sentence, Playboy. But I get it.
He'll never speak for the public or like he'll never
talking
be
is not his expertise.
Right.
Yeah.
Not saying he's illiterate or nothing like that.
No.
But shoot, Floyd can't read. They say so.
Like even Marshawn Lynch, who I love, I remember when he used to talk back in Seattle. And he would keep saying, you know, just from the hood. We have a lingo that we use, and it ain't sometimes it ain't the best from a proper standpoint.
We all heard Floyd's little
right. You know, now he grew over years. He actually can speak very well, but he learned that over time and how to talk trash and all that. Obviously.
I remember 50 put him on. What was it, 50 that put him on blast, or it was the Breakfast Club where he was just reading something. And it was
right. But now Tank has never been like that flood like like a Jordan or a Kobe or LeBron. You know them cats.
You can't put
But I'm talking about Garcia was more demeanor just changed as they got closer. It went from I'm still gonna hit you, but let's.
So you don't want to see no rematches, are?
Hell no.
PSP, you want to see a rematch?
He even said it. He said it out of Garcia's mouth. I hope to get a rematch some point. I know I got to win a few more fights. Hopefully down the road I'll see him again. That's what he said, and I was like, I agree with you 100%.
PSP, you want to see a rematch?
Let him have a couple of tune-up fights first, and then we can have the rematch. He still needs to. He has a lot to prove after that fight, though.
Yeah, so you ain't seen it yet, so.
I haven't watched the whole fight. I just seen the stuff on Instagram.
No, I actually saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, I streamed it, so.
Yeah, we
So
split.
after
lot of
Ryan
people stream.
Garcia, who is
A
it?
lot of people stream.
Garcia. Who is it? It's just
Somebody said
Stevenson,
Haney or something like
Haney.
Well,
that.
Haney and
Yeah, Stevenson,
Lomachenko gonna
Haney.
fight.
Bro, I'm
Lomachenko,
saying like who was the top dog? I mean, you got Tank, you got Stevenson, and you got Haney.
Lomachenko.
Is there okay? I can't even say that name. Now I'm sounding like Tank,
Yeah,
kind of illiterate. But
Lomachenko at once was the pound for
Mo,
pound best
you,
fighter in the sport a couple
you
of years ago.
said Momachenko,
Lomachenko.
Hello,
Lomachenko. Okay, all right.
Lomachenko.
hello,
So I'm
hello.
just saying, I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know what I mean, like, because at some point, yeah, and I, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm a little bit, I'm favoring Haney, you know what I'm saying, because I'm friends with his father. Me and his father went to elementary and high school together, so shout out to Bill Haney and the whole, Haney enterprise or whatever. But so I'm gonna favor Haney. But at some point, these cats got to get in the ring and start fighting each other. You got to tarnish this record. Either you go win or you go lose.
Well,
But
either way,
you
they're
guys got to
supposed to
stop
get the
ducking. You
winner.
got to stop ducking.
The winner is supposed to fight Tank. Well, the winner of that fight was supposed to fight the winner of this fight.
Okay.
And then, and
So at some
then,
point, you go see a Tank and Haney. And I'm hoping it's not when these cats is like 45, 50 years old. You know
Haney's
what I'm
got to beat
saying? Like,
Lomachenko though first.
okay. That's on
And,
May 20th, right?
yes, and like I said, it's not an easy fight.
No. Okay.
It's
Okay.
not an easy fight. But also, these cats are probably about to move up to 140 as well because that 135 and this fight was at 136 at catchweight, which is weird because
Gotcha.
catchweights it was only 1 pound, which some Garcia fans started to make excuses of it. As 1 pound. See, Garcia is bigger, longer, taller than Tank, and they had a rehydration clause because, like I said, these fighters always want to cut weight and then balloon 20, 30 pounds on fight night so that they can fight the smaller guy. And so people were upset about that. But that's until boxing, changes that rule, there's going to be a rehydration clause or fight your ass in a division
Yeah, I heard
where
about
you
that.
actually weigh.
Right.
So, yeah.
So
Right.
talk about them playoffs, PSP man. What you think
Playoffs?
about them
Let's
Knickerbockers,
go.
man?
Oh, you probably saw the video I just released
Yeah, I
about the
saw it.
Knicks.
Right.
The Knicks, they won because of the defense. Jalen Brunson has been terrific. RJ Barrett lately, these past couple of games,
Man.
he's been playing a lot better. So I'm happy with
Really?
that. I was too busy. I watched a little bit of that fight yesterday, but I was too busy with that Grizzlies Lakers game though.
Oh yeah, you can hit. Let's hit about yeah. So what you think about the Grizzlies and Lakers?
Dylan Brooks is a punk, man. I mean,
Hey.
he keeps listen. He keeps doing that crazy stuff, man. I mean, but AD, in order for the Lakers to win, AD had to give you a great performance, and he did give you that. Rui Hachimura played well. Austin Reeves played well. LeBron was going to give you LeBron. The Grizzlies, they didn't shoot the ball from the three particularly well, and 9 points in the first quarter. They had the Lakers had like a 26-point lead, 35-9. I mean, that's how bad they were offensively. And Ja did the best he could, almost had a triple double. He had like 45, 9, and 13.
Yeah, 45. I couldn't believe that. I thought the brother's
John
hand
had
was broke.
45. I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
45.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man,
45.
and they got blown out like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
45.
But the Lakers should win this series. AD supposed to dominate given the fact no Brandon Clark, no Steven Adams
Yeah, that's what's
in
up,
the
man. That's what's
interior.
hurting them.
Right.
That's
And
what's hurting
then
us, too.
Dylan Brooks, fortunately for him, he won't have to face a suspension. I thought after what happened with that replay and his history, they were going to do him like Draymond, hand him a suspension, but they decided not to do that. But if the Grizzlies, if they want any chance of winning the series, they got to shoot the ball well. Desmond Bane's got to play better. That's about it. Zar, why are you looking at me like that?
no, it wasn't, not you. No. You good? It wasn't you.
Oh, okay. But the Dubs, finally they won a couple of games though. They've been looking pretty good. So I can't wait to see
All right,
that.
we could jump. Yeah, man.
Boy,
Like,
hey, real quick, Josh. Boy, That boy almost became Chris Webber 2.0.
Man, when he called that timeout, I'm
Lost.
like, come on. I
Mhm.
texted Jay. I
And
was
he was
like,
about to let
man,
Chris Webber off the hook, bro.
man,
No,
if
I
he would
like
have
what he
lost
said
that
though. He said he
game,
didn't realize that when they after they challenged that play, he didn't realize that they lost the. He realized that they lost it, but he said he didn't realize that they lost the timeout. So he was
Right.
like, luckily it came through. He was like, but again, this is why this everything is so important down the stretch like that. But if you look at the interview, Steph was like, I thought that I was actually being very smart. He's like, because they kind of trapped me. He
Right.
was like, so I thought I was being very smart calling the timeout, but so I mean, it's a bonehead play. He said when he looked at the bench, everybody was like, no, 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 and he was
No,
like,
no,
yeah,
oh
Jay
man, I
Will.
messed up.
No, and this is the part, and this is what. See, and now again, no, all good there, and it's this again why I brought it up, and why to this day it still hurts. Chris Webber, they didn't pan this man for that. And yes, the championship game, but if you look at they bench, everybody was the ones telling him to call the timeout.
Oh, Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, the national championship
That
game
was
against
so
North
far. That was so
Carolina.
long
One
And
of the
ago. I
players
don't
on the
remember that.
bench
nobody to this day, they still Chris Webber, bonehead, dumb. He looked over. They were all doing this. At the time, the rules, only a certain person could call timeout. They changed the rules since then. That was part of the reason why they changed rules of who could call timeout.
I
Mhm.
don't even remember that. That guy. That was
That
so
was the
long ago.
'93 national championship game
Yeah.
against
yeah, I
North
remember that.
Carolina.
He did look at the
Like in this
bench, and
case,
it
it was
was
just Steph. But like I said, they won, so we're good. But let's say they
no, Steph
didn't.
would have got.
It wasn't
He
no
would have
bench
got
saying
drugged.
Steph called timeout.
Yeah,
I'll
no, he
give
would
Like,
have
you.
got drugged. If we
I'll
lost, he
give
would have
you.
got drugged.
I'll give you something even more funny. And I don't know if you. Well, I don't know. But when Weber got drafted to the
Orlando. He
Warriors
got
or whatever,
no, he
when he
got
when he
drafted by Orlando, and then he got
no, no, I'm
traded to Golden
saying.
State.
But
traded.
his first year in Golden State, he was riding around in his Mercedes with the Michigan license plate, and he had a license plate that said timeout. And so, and like that was the wildest shit in Oakland because everybody was like, okay, this cat called timeout, like lost the game or whatever,
Yeah, he
but his
trolling
license
for real.
plate says like
That's the trip
timeout.
because he was sensitive about that. And
Yeah, he had
Yeah, because
license
people was
plate that
talking
said
about it, right?
timeout.
I'm saying him joking about it. That don't even sound right because he wouldn't even do the documentary.
Yeah, I was about to say he don't even want to talk about it.
Wow.
Yeah, he had his license plate, his Mercedes. He had a 500 Benz, and he had the
But
gold
the
license
one
plate that
person,
said
the
timeout.
one person I got to give a shout out to is Mitchell, man. That boy Davion Mitchell be playing some good D on
I don't
stuff.
know why he don't play more.
Man, that boy be D'ing Steph up. Even though Steph be getting the best, but he be making
That's
Steph
why he
work.
was drafted that high and coming out
Man,
in
that
the
boy be
draft in
making
Baylor.
Steph
Yeah.
work. He'll either make Steph pass because that boy stay in front of Steph. So
But I
you know what I'm
thought,
saying? That boy is nice.
Chris Webber didn't go on the documentary because of the legal situation, the booster situation with
Right,
him.
that's what
No,
I.
yeah, it was, but he also didn't want it because he knew what they were talking about. He was still sensitive to that whole situation.
Oh yeah, that right.
He's probably
Taylor
one of the
Rosen
worst
even talked
commentators
about
too.
it, like how like he didn't want to be a part of that as well, despite what you were talking about as well.
But
Hey,
Chris
can I say
Webber,
something real quick,
go
man?
ahead.
Can I say something, man? I just want to say that I always go hard on LeBron James. Like I think, I posted this today. I think that honestly, deep down in my heart, LeBron is the biggest, baddest dude on the planet. He's the biggest, baddest dude on the court, and I dig at him because like he's also a big flopper and he's a crybaby to me. But I love the fact that he stepped to Dylan Brooks yesterday, and nobody like I posted the little voiceover and all that, and that's funny. But just the simple fact that you went up in this man's face and said what you had to say and backed up off of him, I know it. The way it looked and just the body language, it looked like Brian said some real shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like even in the press conference when they asked Brian, he was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like it was, everybody saw, like, it wasn't no behind the scenes. I'm not going to, quote him verbatim or whatever. But shout out to LeBron James, man, because I get tired of people running up in LeBron's face. I get, the Lance Stevensons and and it just seemed like LeBron always kind of backed down. So I don't know. Maybe LeBron went over to him and said, "Hey, how you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a good game tonight." But the way it looked and his body language, it really looked like he
No, he
like
was talking
stepped
shit.
to.
He
He
was
looked like
talking
he
some
stepped to
shit.
silly dilly, and just like I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but I like the fact that Brian stepped up, and I like that. I like that shit.
Silly
I like
Dilly.
it.
You liked
I
it?
like it. I liked
No,
it.
that,
It. I
no,
liked it.
that's great. No, that's actually great though because that's when LeBron plays at his best. I feel like when LeBron gets mad or when you put him at a spot where you question him, he's gonna
Right.
give you the best. And the
Right.
Grizzlies, man, Dylan Brooks, man, they do a lot of trash talking, man. And it's
They
gonna
chirp.
come.
They chirp too much, man. And then
Yeah,
and the thing is, PSP. I said this the other night. My biggest issue with Lil Memphis and One Pac. I call him Lil Memphis and One Pac. Yeah, y'all. I don't even have to say who One Pac is, but you guys never won nothing. You haven't won. You haven't even won a conference title. You haven't won anything, but you chirp a lot.
Right.
And John Morant, One Pac, is way too small to be out there dunking on trying to dunk on cats and trying to flush on cats. And it's just like, I've said this the other night, just like the whole Derrick Rose. You're too small, son. You're too small. And even, if you notice, LeBron don't even dunk no more. Like the cats that really can jump out of the gym, they're not dunking no more because that takes a lot, that takes a toll on your body to go up in the air and come down. It takes a lot on your knees. It takes a lot on your ankles, your feet. So John Morant, man, I get it, man. You cocky, you arrogant, you know what I'm saying? You got the dreads and you know what I'm
He
saying,
can
you
do
out
it.
there doing the gritty and you think you know what I'm saying, you're all cute and all that, you out there flashing guns and all that. But hey man, get you a mid range jump shot, bro. You might save like 10 years on your contract. I mean on your like you might be able to stay in the league 10 extra years because right you're not gonna get there dunking on cats, man, because he's too small, way too small to be trying to dunk on AD. You know what I'm saying? I really thought the brother's hand was broke or his wrist was broke. So it blew me away. Like I said, I didn't see no basketball yesterday. Went to the concert or whatever, but it blew me away that he had 45 points. But the brother needs a mid range like Fox from Sacramento, and you can play for another 10 to 12, 13 years with that little jump shot. But trying to dunk on cats, it's not going to get you. But shout out to
Let him do
LeBron
it.
James, man, for really getting in Dylan, like stepping up to Dylan Brooks. And I wish there was a microphone there. I wish, you know what I'm saying, like the people that was sitting there courtside could just, I want to know what was really said. We may not ever know, but shout out to LeBron James.
I
Right.
think by that logic, Will Zion's gonna have to change his game
You got
because
to. You have to.
I don't see Zion having a long NBA career. If we're gonna say that with Josh, Zion has to apply the same range. And the difference with Zion is that he's too big. A man his size can't last that long in the NBA, which is why I
Right.
said you got to get him down to 250.
Right.
Otherwise, it's over.
He's a big boy.
Well, he in New
Like,
Orleans.
like
That's
Rashad
the
said, he might be
problem.
the Eddie Lacy of the NBA, man. But
Right.
shit, let Ja keep on dunking, man. He ain't on my team, man. Keep
Right.
dunking, man.
Eddie
Keep
Let him
dunking
Lacy.
keep.
one puck. Keep dunking.
But
Shut
yeah,
up.
they gotta win something, man. Like I don't think we talk. I don't even think Draymond was talking back before we won anything. You know what I mean? Like we had to
Right.
develop because Draymond wasn't Draymond when he came in the league. He had to develop. Steph wasn't Steph before he came in the when he came in the league. Clay either. You know what I mean? We all had to
Right.
do. They all had to develop. So they
I just
talking.
get tired, like between Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks, John Morant. Like these dudes, they talk. Like you talk like you got 4 or 5
They
championships.
remind me of the Legion of Boom, but they ain't won nothing. You know what I'm saying? They
That's what
that's
I'm
that's as
saying.
much as
You
they
guys
chirp
haven't
like the
won
Sherman and them
anything.
boys, but they ain't won nothing. Sherman and them won. You know what I mean? I think
Right.
they talked a
Right.
little bit before they actually won the Super Bowl, but they eventually won. You know what I mean?
Like,
Right.
come on,
So
guys. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from them. You guys good. You guys got a good team. You got a decent team, but you
it's
got
a
to
must
win
win.
something. You know what I'm saying? You got to win something before you, like, you talk reckless and you come on, man. You can't shit on LeBron. Come on, silly Dilly, Dylan Brooks. You
That's
can't
a
shit on
silly dilly
LeBron
though.
and you can't and you just look at like I like what the Lakers did when they posted the stats. You know what I'm saying? Like that was iconic for the Lakers to post that up. But you can't sit there and call this man old and you
But
haven't won anything.
but we know why he's doing it. He's doing
I
it
know he's
because
trying to get
he's
in his head. I get that. I
not
get
just
that.
not just that, but it seems like he's embracing himself as the new villain. He's the light-skinned Draymond.
No,
I mean,
you're
what
not.
y'all?
You're
I mean,
not. He's not though.
he's not Draymond in terms of accomplishments, but he's trying to be like Draymond in terms of the antics and stuff like
I
that.
get
And
it. I get it.
my problem is he didn't get a suspension. He hit LeBron below the belt.
Right.
Draymond got suspended for stomping on Sabonis. I thought
Right.
Draymond should have been ejected and fined, but I don't think he should have been suspended because Sabonis did grab his leg. So my thing is, okay, Dylan Brooks, like Draymond, he has a history. Remember when he hit Donovan Mitchell below the belt early in the season? Remember
Right.
how he injured Gary Payton last year in the playoffs? So he has a history of doing this type of stuff. And I'm like, with the NBA, okay, we understand Draymond's history, but Dylan Brooks has a history too. Why didn't you apply that to him?
I think for Draymond, like they said, it was the antics. It was the
Commissioner
flexing
Rosas
at
said that
the
game.
flexing at the
Exactly.
crowd.
Silver
It
was in
was
the
the
building.
talking, and then it was his press conference. He basically told on himself, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like for what went down, I don't think Draymond should have been suspended, but his antics after the game and his press conference, yeah, you got to suspend that cat, man. And
Big
you
Dennis, how
know,
you doing, bro?
I'm glad
I'm
that he
doing
came
good. How
off the
y'all
bench
doing?
today, man. Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
I'm
Hi,
just
hi,
doing good.
Dennis.
How y'all doing?
Talking about your big Memphis?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm starting to think that they play better without Ja. But they need Ja for
Wow.
crucial. But they need Ja for crucial situations. Like they cannot get a possession bucket without Ja. But if you play a game and you let them run their plays and they start shooting the lights out the gym, they got you. But if it comes down to possession, they need
Yeah.
Ja.
You need if it come down to half court setups, yeah, they definitely need John.
I feel the same way about the Sixers without Embiid. You let them; they got more. It seems like they got more energy and they run faster when Embiid ain't there. When Embiid around, they got to slow the ball down. That's why everybody thought they was gonna lose to Brooklyn. I was like, no, they're gonna beat Brooklyn
I definitely thought they was man. I don't know how you get swept with Embiid without Embiid playing, man.
because
Boys,
they faster.
yeah,
So you wasn't used to that pace of basketball. You was used to them slowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah.
usually what happens.
But I was telling people, I told you, Dennis, and you said it too. Harrison Barnes misses the most wide open threes ever, man. That dude
Oh
is a
my God,
straight
yo.
bum.
I would trade him for Matisse Thybulle or Rocco immediately, yo. He bringing the team down. Like he
Hey,
just keep missing them. I'm like,
It's like
damn,
he's the
is you
Andre
even trying to
Roberson.
shoot these motherfuckers?
I
It's
don't
like
know
he's
how he
Andre
starts.
Roberson.
It was supposed to be he was a defensive presence and he's the highest paid player on the team, I
He's
think.
not though.
But
He's not a defensive player at all. I mean, he
no, he's not.
on
He's
that
terrible
team.
on defense.
Yeah,
Mitchell actually had the best defense tonight.
I was just saying that boy be keeping Steph in check for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man, that boy Harrison Barnes is trash. I'll start Murray. I don't even know if Murray start, but man, you got to get Harrison Barnes up out of there, man. Like
What did Steph finish with tonight?
I think it
Honestly,
was in the 30s.
I think
yeah,
it was 38.
yeah, 32. Yeah, 32. Clay had 26. Wiggins had 18.
That boy 2K Clay came alive, man. You know what I'm saying? He was
Boston
hitting
just
them.
beat
Yeah,
Atlanta
Boston beat. So
yeah,
what's that? 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. I was kind of hoping if you're a Sixers fan, Atlanta wins tied 2-2 so that they can get a little extra rest and get ready to face Boston.
So how
It
you
is
feel,
what it
Dennis?
is. We got to
No,
get
I mean
Boston no matter what.
I just hope that Embiid is healthy enough to go up against the Celtics. I think he should win the MVP this season. Although some people would argue for Giannis or Jokic, but I think it's Embiid. I hope that he plays well in the playoffs. Harden, we know what he is come postseason time. This is who he is. Tyrese Maxey has been playing very well. He stepped up, hit a big time shot in game 3 though. So I can't wait to see the Celtics versus Sixers series. That's gonna be popular.
Oh yeah, Dennis. What about your New York Knickerbockers, man? You believe the hype now?
No, not really.
Huh?
But they might end up playing the Miami Heat, so that's what it is. Miami Heat look like they're gonna beat
Playoff
Milwaukee.
Jimmy. Playoff
I've been
Jimmy.
telling people about playoff Jimmy. I'm waiting for Trisha Joy to write one of her little things about Jimmy Butler. I told her every time she writes something, he go off. So keep writing shit.
Did Oladipo get hurt in the playoffs, or he was already hurt?
No, he's out. He's out.
He's always hurt. Shit, you look at him, he hurt.
Right.
But I tell you, who's worse as
Is
far as
Lowry
injury
back?
history? Kawhi.
Man. Is it?
I
You
don't
think
know
he
if he
hurt
works.
or
I
it got
think
something to do with his sister?
Yeah, that ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with him.
I know you think he taking some time off because of that, or so he should have been
No,
on about that. Though.
his knee really hurt.
Playoffs.
You think he the most overrated superstar? Because I consider him.
No, that's
superstar.
Trey Young.
Trae Young ain't no overrated superstar.
You think he more overrated than Kawhi?
Didn't the NBA they did a poll saying that Trey Young is
Yeah,
like
Trey
the most-
one of the most overrated. But
I
I
don't
mean,
think
to
he's
you,
overrated.
do you think he's more overrated than Kawhi? Because people starting to say Kawhi is just.
Kawhi ain't overrated.
because of the load management and stuff. But
Kawhi
at the
is a
same
whole
time,
different situation.
but Kawhi,
He
we know what he
overrated
can
now.
do come postseason time.
Yeah, he the best. I mean, he ain't overrated.
I mean, he ain't
I just
playing
really wanted to see that Kawhi KD matchup, and it seemed like we ain't get a full Kawhi KD matchup
That
since
game
KD
one
played,
though, that
since
was
KD
nice.
played with since KD played with OKC and Kawhi was with the Spurs. That was the
Has it
last
been that
time we got
long?
a full series of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna just say something, man, and I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I'll stand on this, and I'll stand by myself, whatever. Whatever went down with Kawhi Leonard's sister and all that, that's a travesty.
What
And I
happened?
feel
I don't even know
bad.
what happened.
I
His
guess she
sister
murdered,
was
she murdered,
convicted
she
of
murdered
murder.
some woman. She got life in prison or whatever.
I heard just for $1,000 too.
Right, and that's
She
not what I'm
robbed
really talking
somebody and killed
about.
him?
She
Yeah.
robbed a older white lady and killed her or
When?
whatever.
A few years ago.
2019 or 2000, something like
What does
that.
that
That
got
was
to do
the
with
think
year
it's
when
during-
they won the championship.
I don't
Toronto.
know, whatever, but they're making a big deal about it. They're not saying that's why Kawhi Leonard's not playing or whatever, but everybody's saying, well, is that why he's not playing? But what's fucking me up is this bro got a beard though, man. Like he got
Yeah,
like a
she
little
do.
goatee.
She do.
You
She
know what
got
I'm
me.
saying?
She got me beat.
Lord.
Hey, she
You know
definitely
what I'm
got a
saying?
goatee.
Like, damn, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're ashamed that, like, you out here murdering people? You got a goatee? Like,
Hey, she
damn,
got
man,
like
that's fucked
she.
up, man. I'm not making no travesty of, like, what happened to the lady that she murdered, because
Yeah, she
I'm
look
not,
rough.
but you know what I'm saying?
She definitely look
Yeah,
rough.
she's definitely a star-studded female. You know what I'm saying? She's
But I'm saying,
star-studded.
what kind of events would lead to think that's why he's not playing if this happened 5 years ago?
Well, no, she just got convicted.
She just got sentenced.
She got
Took that
sentenced
long
on
to
Friday.
get convicted?
Yeah, she just
Yeah,
got
like
sentenced to
a
life
few
in
days-
sentenced
prison.
on Friday.
I mean, a few days ago, she got sentenced to life.
But she got a whole beard. She got a whole beard though, man. Like, damn.
Yeah, she looks sick. But so now people saying is that because you know how Wiggins left because of personal reasons. So
Right.
they're kind of comparing it to him is Kawhi leaving.
But if that's the
Kawhi-
case, though, then I can't.
Kawhi
blame
didn't give
Kawhi
her
in
no
that
money, huh?
situation.
But would you, as a teammate, if you knew if that was the situation, would you be mad at Kawhi?
No.
No.
I mean that's
No.
that's a really personal problem. I can.
That's
understand
mental
that.
health, man. Like your sister getting ready to get sentenced to, you know what I'm saying? And she kind of looked like Kawhi too. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
thought it was
wonder if
fake.
she got the same little dumbass laugh that he got too. That's
Probably
something
deep.
totally
It's probably
different.
deep. The way she looked is probably deeper.
Yeah, she had the little goatee though. That
No,
kind of
no,
fucked my head up though.
but Jay Will, the worst
Yeah.
person who has the mustache, Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that mustache that he had?
I
Yeah.
don't remember recently
That's
or back in the
terrible.
day.
Look at Jay Will watching
terrible.
wrestling. Look at Jay Will.
Recently? I don't
Yes.
remember. I don't
Go,
know.
go on Google or IG, type in Vince McMahon's mustache, and you'll see it for yourself.
Yeah.
Is it a porn stash?
It's like a Ron Jeremy type mustache. Definitely porn. Definitely pornography. Definitely.
To me, it just looked like his barber fucked up, and he just had to go with it. That's what it looked like to me.
Right.
Damn.
So okay,
Yeah,
this
Zara, I
is-
can't believe you didn't hear about that, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It popped right up.
She got sentenced to
Dang.
life yesterday on Friday.
Mm.
Whatever.
Hey, yeah, it's a sick. So what the deal with Russell Westbrook? This dude can score. To me, he just can't play with stars. I don't think I was talking earlier. He just
What
can't play
star
with
he playing with
stars.
today?
But at
What
the
You know what I'm
star he
same
playing
saying?
time,
with
He could
yesterday?
ball without stars. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if he's teamed up with two or
Right.
more stars, well, yeah, if he have like who he
but I
had
think the criticism of Russ has been
Kawhi and Paul
overblown
George, he
by
can't
people like
play. He's
Skip
not with him.
Bayless. But I
Like he
think the
has to
crit,
be by
yeah,
himself.
but I think the criticism of Russ has been overblown by people like Skip Bayless for stuff who call him Westbrook. Like, yes, he
Right.
didn't shoot the ball particularly well in game one. He was 3 of 19 from the
That's his whole
field.
career though.
But he did give you offensive rebounding. He gave you defense, particularly on KD. He made some crucial
Right.
free throws. He played defense late in the game against Devin Booker to help the Clippers win. And I got like so many criticism from fans saying 3 of 19. He was awful. But I'm like, yes, but did you look at the entire game? I mean, that's why I say
Mm.
with numbers, they don't lie, but it doesn't tell the entire narrative because if you actually watch the entire game, you see what things Russell Westbrook did that was effective that helped the Clippers win. I think with Russ, he has to do whatever it takes. I mean, he has to give you at least 30 or 7 and 8 in order for the Clippers to win. And unfortunately for them, it's not enough. So,
Against all odds.
That's what I'm saying.
and
He
not only
he
that,
can't win by himself. He can get the
right.
stats by
Right.
himself, but he can't win. But he can't play with like I think the best person he played with was KD. You know what I mean? But they couldn't win. But if you playing with two superstars, I don't know if you consider them superstars, KD and Paul George. But he can't. You know what I'm saying? To me, he can't just coexist or play great. Or you know what
Paul
I'm saying? He
George is
can't
more of a
play
star
off.
to me.
Yeah, but he can't play off them. He has to be the main guy for him to like to ball out. He can't play with a James Harden. They can only get so far with him. He's a great player, but at the end of the day, he's a one man show, and that's not going to win that many games. Or it's going to win games, but not in the playoffs.
I still believe
Right.
he'll be on an NBA roster. I think he's done enough to remain on an NBA roster. But speaking of NBA players, and I know he sounds irrelevant. What's next for Ben Simmons?
Oh, we talked about that a few days ago. I say come to Golden State
And be the
I
next
wouldn't be.
Draymond?
and be
I
the
wouldn't
next
be
Draymond.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that dude is working at Chick-fil-A or something, man. Like that dude needs to be
Hey,
out of
Damn.
the league, man. I don't want him in. I don't want him in Golden State, man.
hey, if he could play defense and pass the ball, I'd take him in Golden State. But we was just talking about that a few
Yeah,
No,
days
I
ago.
mean it'd be like honestly, Jay, would be like you having two Andrew Wiggins.
yeah. Andrew Wiggins scores though. Come on,
Yeah,
I
you
then
right.
don't.
You
yeah,
right.
he,
You know,
You
yeah,
right.
Andrew
You right.
Wiggins is better
You know what I'm
than yeah.
saying?
Come on,
Like,
don't do
yeah,
me.
I don't know.
All right,
The whole,
maybe Kevin Looney with some more speed.
just the whole
I'm
mental
more
health,
elusive.
man. And let me just say this before we go on to Ben Simmons. Let me just go back a little bit. Um, I feel sorry for Ty Lue. I really do, man. No Paul George, no Kawhi. Like, I feel sorry for the whole Clippers organization because by them making the playoffs, I really thought, thinking that, Paul George was going to come back. I thought these guys would go like ball out in the playoffs. And, for whatever reason, I'm not saying that's, Kawhi
Injuries.
Leonard's sister is the reason why he's not playing. But this load management shit is a lot, man. And it's killing the Clippers right now, man. So, Ty Lue, he's out there trying to do and I don't think, just like Mike Brown for the Sacramento Kings, I don't think that Ty Lue is really that great of a coach, but he's got talent over there in Los Angeles, and these cats aren't playing, and it's showing, and it's making him look bad. So
You think he's overrated?
I don't think that he ever should really have been a head coach, but that's just
Ty Lue?
me, Ty
Ooh,
I
Lue.
mean, he went.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm very critical, man, on coaches. And I just don't think that he ever should have really been a head coach.
because
I
he was
think
a
that,
product of
again,
LeBron.
I think that he has been giving teams that have a lot of talent. And I'll go back to what I said last night. Spoelstra from Miami, that dude is coaching. He coaches with whatever he has. No Jimmy Butler, no superstars. That dude was out there coaching and putting a good product out there on the floor every single night. And
Yeah, but they're not.
I used to hold on. I used to didn't think that Spoelstra was even really a good coach. I was like, okay, he inherited LeBron, he inherited Wade, he inherited the other cat. Like this guy is just okay. But once all them dudes left, and he was out there, just like it's amazing that he still has a job in Miami. And so I'm a Spolstra fan. I like the guy, but the Mike Browns and the Tyrone Lue, they, you know, what I'm saying like if I was coaching, and respectfully, if I was coaching the Warriors right now, maybe I could win a championship. I know I couldn't because there's a whole lot that goes into coaching, but I'm just saying, like, you know, Steve Kerr, he inherited the Golden State. Get that. But he's also won with them cats when he lost Curry, Clay, Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was still coaching and they were still out there competing. So, you know.
Well, I know two players that don't need to play together because they're injury prone is Kawhi and Paul George, man. I don't know why they putting them two together, man.
But wasn't it because of Kawhi? Because the Lakers, they thought about acquiring him. The Clippers, from what I've heard, the Clippers were like, okay, Kawhi, what is it going to take in order for you to come to LA? And didn't Kawhi basically tell them, well, I wanted Paul George?
Yeah, I believe that's. But on paper, they look great together, but they can't play together because they stay hurt. Kawhi going to take half the season off. You know what I'm saying? Paul George really going to be hurt. You know what I mean? And so it's like I don't even know how many games they really played together.
Not much.
That's what I'm saying because they just stay hurt. It's good on paper. Like if they actually could play the game together, they probably could win something.
Are the Clippers in some ways like the Brooklyn Nets?
They were. To me, it's a bust. You know what I'm saying? It's championship or bust with them. So it's ugly right now.
I just think that me with the Clippers situation, they gave away all their draft picks, so they ain't getting no fucking younger.
And they gave up Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right. They gave up everything to get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So they got to make a lot do with, misfit players. I think as a coaching standpoint, I think Tyloo did a good job. Shit, because Kawhi barely played this year. I think Kawhi only played about 20 games this year.
Did a great job because
they're probably less than that.
Because last year none of the stars really played at all.
We ain't never even seen a full season of Kawhi and Paul George together.
That's what I'm saying. Because because Reggie, what's his name? Reggie something.
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson balled out last year for him.
Yeah,
they was hurt. I don't even know where Reggie Jackson at now.
It was Reggie Jackson. It was Terrence Mann.
Right.
Terrence Mann. That's when they beat Utah and made Utah break up because
and they was still beating the Lakers.
And Paul George changed the narrative because the previous year he got a lot of backlash because of his performance in the bubble and how he admitted that he was dealing with some mental things at the time. But then the following year he got better and then took him to the conference finals.
Right. It's like they never played together. You know what I mean? It's like rest too. They never on the court at the same time more than like 5 or 6 games.
Right.
They get on the road. Somebody get hurt.
I like what's going on with the Clippers, but they got to stay together because they got a new stadium, so they got to stay together.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they got to.
They got.
They talking about changing that load management, right?
Yeah,
they talked about it.
So, I mean,
let Kawhi just don't play to the playoffs. Look.
That's probably what they're gonna have to do, man. Because that boy,
he always get injured.
That boy, and Paul George though.
Yeah,
but that show if Tyronn Lue is a good coach, man, because he can coach them boys, man. They ain't got
he's a good coach. I think he's done a lot of good. I think he's proven he's more than a product of LeBron. People just didn't give him enough credit. But he's actually a very good coach. I mean, look at what he's done with the Clippers, and especially how he took over for Doc Rivers. Like, Doc Rivers is an excellent coach, but the problem with him is he hasn't been to the conference finals in over a decade.
Right. Right.
And he's the only one who's blown 3-3-1 leads.
Right.
Man, how many?
3. He blew one in Orlando. He blew one in the Clippers against the Rockets series back in 2015, the conference semis. That was when James Harden was the runner-up for the MVP. And then in the bubble against Denver.
Yeah, that's ugly, man. But to me, with the Ben Simmons thing, if Ben Simmons
Went to
could come
Golden
back,
State.
I'd take him to Golden State. I'm telling you, like he could play
Oh, yeah,
that. He
you
could
ain't
play
got to
that
pay that much
Draymond.
food.
But it's the big if. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he mentally. I don't know if he could come back. Man. You know, I don't know what's wrong with the guy.
Well, he's scared of attempting
I
a
think
basket.
going to
He wouldn't
y'all, he
have
ain't
to.
got
That's what I'm
ain't
saying. He
no
wouldn't have
pressure
to.
with him if he go to y'all.
The
Like,
man
that's what
averaged
everybody
6
say.
points.
Draymond don't got to score. Draymond don't got to score. He don't got to score. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He could slide right up in there.
Yeah.
If Draymond want the max. If Draymond don't want the max, he could stay and you know what I'm saying, write it on out and see how. But I wouldn't be mad
But
at
this dude is the former #1 overall pick coming out of college. He was the
got talent.
presumptive choice, and he averaging 6.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 6.1 assists. I'm not asking Ben Simmons to drop 30 or 40, although that would be nice. Can you at least give me 15 to 16?
And the dude could get to the hole though. You know what I mean? It's not like that boy can't get to the hole.
During the regular
You don't
season,
even want to
is different.
attempt the basket because he knows
when
he's
it's
going to get fouled.
when
Well,
it's
now,
time
yeah,
to
the
go
last
possession,
couple years.
when it's time for him to go possession for possession, when the game gets tight, he ain't the guy you can lean on.
That's what I'm saying. So come to a team where they already got established. They got.
But he's not like that defensively either. That's the thing.
I know that's what we would need, but yeah,
Okay,
that's
but
tough.
But
how
he's
was
nice. He's nice defensively, but he's not like that for possession defensively. That's
right?
all I'm saying.
Because
Like he's
Draymond
nice
still make
defensively.
timely defensive plays. That's the thing. Like he ain't the defender
Yeah,
he used
because
to be.
I felt as though I'm feeling as though right now he got Sabonis locked inside the house. Like Sabonis, I seen Sabonis at the top of the key by himself. He looking to pass the ball. Take the shot. You're the top of the key by yourself. Take the shot. They
Yeah,
keep giving it to
I
you.
was
Take the
surprised
shot.
that he don't be taking them shots because he could hit.
That's what I'm saying. They keep take the shot. You have to
I
take
be
the shot. So
surprised,
that way
dude,
in
that he
the
be
fourth
passing up.
quarter, somebody gonna know. Oh, let me put my hands. Let me get to him. Next thing you know, your boy fourth quarter Fox will go to the lane.
Man,
You're gonna get Looney out the lane. You got to take that shot.
exactly. Because Looney ain't. Yeah, because he not shooting, so Looney don't even go contest the shot.
Looney don't go nowhere near him.
Nowhere near him. And that boy, he be looking like this, trying to pass the ball. I was
Right.
like, yo, like, because that boy can shoot. He got a little jumper on him.
But in the end, how is it going to help Ben Simmons with his jump shot? Now we expect it to improve in Golden State with the Splash Brothers and Steph and Clay, but you gotta want to do that if you Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Like I think that because I don't know how much of the players was helping him in Philly, but I think Steph, you know what I'm saying, like people like Steph, you know what I mean. He's more encouraging, and Clay and Draymond might be there, but Kerr too, you know what I'm saying. Kerr's a player's coach, so I think they could definitely help him. He got to want to help himself though, and I don't know. That's to me, that's the main problem right there. If him wanting to help himself. So if he don't want to do it,
I'm telling y'all, Ben Simmons still hasn't gotten over his coach throwing him under the bus.
That's what I'm saying. Like
if you can
it's up
win
to
a
him.
championship with Ben Simmons, this dude literally said, "I do not know."
Go
And
Giants!
Joel Embiid.
Go Giants!
Czar, don't forget Joel Embiid.
Hey Nick,
Well,
we
well,
went
yeah,
0 for
that's
2 today,
secondary.
baby. You lost to the Giants. You lost to my Warriors.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's over, baby. 5-4.
Kiss my
Went to that
ass.
game for
Yes,
nothing,
sir.
baby.
There you
Right
go.
on.
There you go. There you go. There you go, Zara. Tell him, kiss your ass.
We just got in first place too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Oh,
Well,
man,
that's
this
good.
is wonderful for me, man. Thank God Snyder is out. He's no longer the
Oh, yeah,
owner.
I know
for
you happy
Washington.
about that, huh?
Oh, I was ecstatic, man. I wish I could have done the video on it. I did a video, and go check it out. It's called Commander's Demand. It's on the Grid Network, which I worked on. Check that out. When I heard the news, I almost drank like literally a bottle of Di Serrano. That's how excited I was when I heard the news and shit. So
Yeah, PSP man, you got to cut that you got to cut that, man, with like something, because that's just a liqueur, man. You got to pour a little Hennessy or something in that, man.
I
You know
like
what I mean?
now I like Hennessy, but I like Di Serrano. I like it because it's sweet.
Be like the
No, I
sweet
get
shit.
it, but just
Put a
do a
little
little
Malibu
splash
in
and
it or something,
just
bro.
pour a
Put a
little.
little apple
No,
juice,
no,
baby.
no.
Hey, I use the apple juice, man.
Just throw a little splash of Hennessy in that Serrano, man. I'll tell you, it'll change your life, man. Seriously.
I'll try that. I'll definitely try that. But Zara and I, one thing we know we got in special, that Angry Orchards. Them Angry Orchards is the thing.
That green
Oh yeah,
apple.
that's my joint. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mix that Angry Orchard, put a little bit of Fireball in there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
start your
Fireball
nice
is
The
that
little.
real
PSP.
ball, right? The actual ball.
PSP, man, you mix a little Hennessy, man, with the Serrano, man. You might be slamming doors and pimping hoes and slamming Cadillac doors, man. Like
Right,
it might take
that's
you
what
to
you're
a
gonna
whole
mix
nother
together.
level, man. I'm telling you, man. Just
Yeah.
watch out, man.
Our little Malibu.
So man, y'all ready for that
Cut this
draft?
shit off. Cut this shit off right now. Talk about that.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Y'all
Yeah,
ready
we
for
gonna
that
have
NFL
our
draft?
we're gonna have our draft show. So basically, we just talking about the first round, and then basically our team needs. You know what I mean? Or we think our top.
Well, on
2 or 3
Tuesday we
teams.
just doing our top 10 favorite players in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So talk your ish. What you doing, Dennis?
Top 10 favorite players in the draft. That's it.
Because y'all did mock draft already, right? Basically.
No, I did one yesterday.
Hold
I did
up.
a 3-round one yesterday.
I did 3 rounds.
3 rounds. It was our 5th year doing it. Jay Will was at the joint last year. It was only like 4 people there. This year we had a good like
Y'all had
12 come out.
y'all had the whole crew there.
Yeah, it was like
Right?
Yeah.
It was like 3 of us last year, and I can't believe I didn't get an invite this year. After I drove like 78,
No, you said
78 and a half.
you said you was going to Wichita. We was in Jersey
Okay.
that year too. You said you was going to the Nordition concert.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't get an invite. I drove like 78 and a half
No, we
miles
can't
last
mess
year.
up. We can't mess up you and yours. That's why I said Jay Will coming out May 20.
Okay, right. Word
He
up.
coming
Word
with
up.
us. Yeah.
Word
Yeah,
up.
we just
Word up.
going over the first round, and then we just basically talk about, you know what I'm saying, our team needs, and then, you know what I'm saying, go from there. But yeah,
God,
I'm ready for it.
By the way, also shouts out to Jalen Hurts with that new contract. Congrats to him.
Oh, man, come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, forget Jalen Hurts.
Somebody else
What,
will
y'all-
give him the contract.
Wait a minute. Time out. He's represented by Nicole Lynn. His representation is represented by women, so that's a good
All of
sign.
them. They've been there though. That's the bad thing. I don't know. That's when he get a new contract that y'all see that they've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's been there.
Yeah. Hey, get Lamar.
No, Lamar good. Lamar, see, look, y'all think Lamar ain't signing a contract because he want more money. Lamar ain't signing a contract because he want more help. He said, I ain't signing that damn contract till I see some more help. I need
he
to see
said he
y'all
wants
do
somebody
something
else
more
too,
different.
right? He want Odell. He said somebody else, right?
I don't think he gonna get that. I don't think he gonna get D Hop.
Oh, D Hop. Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, you got to trade for that boy.
By any
I
chance,
think they're gonna end up letting him go. But I don't think he's gonna get D Hop.
no, I don't think he will. By any chance, did y'all check out some college football, the spring games, Jackson State? I'm sorry, Colorado. Did y'all check it out?
Yeah. You know what? I did. I watched a little bit of it, and it was messing my head up because they had these big ass astronomical ass helmets on, and I was like,
No,
why are
that
they
was
helmets so big?
no. They had the padding on there. They're not
Yeah,
allowed
that was
to.
messy.
They're not allowed to go. They're not allowed to go raw dog on practice no more.
Whoa.
You gotta
Oh,
have
okay.
the
Whoa.
gotta have the padding on the helmet.
Raw dog.
Raw dog, huh? Okay.
Not allowed to
All
do
right.
raw dog
Glizzy.
anymore. They don't want no concussions during practice no more.
Okay. I don't know how raw dog and okay, but I'll ride with that though. I like that.
Raw dog.
So
Zar, did you
you
check any of
Colorado
the
this
spring
year
games?
now, Jay Will?
Nah, man, I bought enough Jackson State shit last year, man. I'm gonna wear that for a couple of years. I can't go out. I can't go out and spend another $100 on wherever Colorado, wherever the hell he is. Yeah, I'm cool, man. They got to show me something, man. I spent.
Nah,
I got like four. I got like
ride
four
with
Jackson
Jackson.
State hats.
Ride with him, man.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
riding with them, man.
you got that. They got that J man. That J dude look nice over there.
It
Colorado,
is. It's
they
nice,
got
man. It's
talent.
nice.
They really got some talent. They just need to work on the offensive line, though. That's what they're gonna have to do.
Jackson.
In Jackson State or Colorado?
I was talking about Colorado. Jackson
Oh,
State,
okay.
nice though. I
I mean,
think
you know, I'm gonna mess around. I'll mess around and give me a Colorado hat, though.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But you know your
Yeah,
boys
so-
came to play though, man. We got to take one in Sacramento first though, baby.
My guy, Michigan, man. What's up, Playboy?
What's up, Key and Pibb?
Cheers,
baby?
bro.
Zara, did the Penn State play the spring game?
Yeah, everybody plays these free games.
They play that. Oh, you talking about? It's kind of yeah. Then I didn't watch it. Yeah. The inaugural game or whatever they call it.
Did y'all see who had the top 10 best offenses in college football? So they say. So they say. The media
That
say.
shit was terrible.
So Zara, they're not touching.
Yeah,
Zara,
Tank
they're
had
not
my
touching.
team when they're in the top 10. I was in the
Tank
top
took care
10.
of business, baby.
Zara, they're not touching little boys no more at Penn State, right? That's all over with,
That shit
right?
got outlawed, bro.
Okay, all right. Well, shit, let's
Finally,
go.
right?
They
Let's
finally
go, Penn
outlawed it.
State, man. They ain't touching the boys no more, man.
Yeah, they
All
finally
right.
outlawed it, bro. Real talk.
That's awesome, man.
Hey,
No little
did
boys
y'all
will
hear
be
this?
touched.
Am I the only one that just heard that story about there was a rat in Ryan Garcia's camp that told Tank about how the fight was gonna go? Am I the only one that heard that?
What?
Yeah, I didn't hear about it. It was a rat in
I
his
didn't.
camp that told him that
What are we
how the
talking
fight was
about
going to go.
now? It's another conspiracy theory? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not. I didn't say it. That's what they say.
Yeah, like I said, man. Like I said, go in the
Well,
ring.
what happened?
Yeah.
The rat told him how the fight was gonna go.
Right. Thank you, Michigan. Go in the ring and let the second hardest puncher in the sport of boxing hit you in your liver and see what
You said the
Hey.
rat told Ryan Garcia how the fight was gonna go.
No, he told Tank how to fight, how Ryan Garcia was gonna come at him.
Oh, you said you
I
did
thought you
say
meant
how
like
the
he was
fight
fixed or
gonna
something.
go.
Oh,
You know,
I
man,
mean,
they can make excuse after excuse. Did the same thing with Floyd, man. Like
I mean,
said,
even if they make the excuse that, I still say Ryan Garcia. Listen, this is what I say. I don't care about anybody else. This is what I say. Once you get knocked the hell out, you got to get a whole new training camp. Okay, that's my whole thing. You got to get a whole new training camp because whoever you
headshots
had
are
with
different
you
than knockouts.
obviously didn't do a good enough job to stop you from getting knocked the fuck out.
Do you
And
consider that a bad knockout?
I think you should fight Tank
Yeah.
again within 3 years. That's all. Within 3 years, I think you should fight Tank again. But you have to get new trainers. I don't think you have to fire those old trainers, but you got to get new ones to get a new style. But that's just my whole idea.
He just not in the class, bro. Like I've been saying, some fighters are there's great fighters, there's good fighters. I mean, it's like any sport. There's levels, man.
When are we ever going to see the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight?
When Terrence Crawford man up and signed the contract,
He said
They
Tank
ain't gonna happen.
he said Tank is skilled. I don't care who tells who how to fight.
Right, exactly.
Tank. He's just a skilled player. I mean, fighter.
we watched it. You watched the first 2 rounds, and I told everybody Garcia won the first round. Tank always fills you out. He don't throw punches. He want to see what you got, how your punch feel.
But he didn't lose the first 2 rounds. Shit, he
No,
won
he
the
lost
second.
the first round. He lost. Well, he would have lost the second round if he didn't get the knockdown.
He lost the.
But you can't. But one thing about Tank,
Sixth
which I kept telling everybody, you cannot do the same shit to him 3 times straight.
But when he tried to get aggressive like that so early, and we was in there, I was like, dude, you're gonna get knocked out doing that this early. Like you gonna run up on Tank just swinging, and he tried it, and like I said, he got caught with the left, the uppercut, like usual. And lucky he didn't hit it flush. It was a flash knockdown, but it was enough to be like, oh shit, let me slow my ass down. I'm trying to come over here and overpower.
Yeah, then he started feeling himself after a while. The last 2 rounds before he got knocked out. But you guys consider what you consider worse, those body shots or a face, like you know what I'm saying, like a Tyson.
I mean, it depends on how flush it is, but those body shots are underrated and it's a long start.
That's what I'm saying. Like when Dennis said you should get a new, I don't think that's getting a kidney.
So here's the
shot
thing. Here's the thing. You get hit. It depends on you. A headshot, depending on where you get hit, equilibrium, or you can lose conscience. So obviously, we've seen fighters sleep. From a body shot to me is more devastating because like he's wide awake on one knee. And he's trying to get up, and his body like I'm not moving. We ain't going nowhere. And that's
So more embarrassing is a body shot to you, or
getting knocked out.
Headshot.
Embarrassing, bro.
So he
more
said,
embarrassing is always getting knocked out.
Would you like to see Tank get the winner of the Loma or Haney?
That's what's supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, that's
what I was telling Jay Ward earlier. Haney and Loma, the winner's supposed to fight Tank, and I'm curious to see if that will still happen. And I got Haney winning that fight against.
You think Haney gonna beat Tank?
No, hell no. Haney gonna beat Loma.
Okay, now I had this conversation with some Jersey guys, so I'm gonna ask y'all. How do y'all feel about Shakur Stevens?
He's very good. He just ain't
I think he's
just ain't
good.
beat nobody.
He's very solid.
Okay, you said the same thing they said. He ain't fight nobody.
He ain't beat nobody. I think he would give. See, he would probably give Tank the best fight, but I still Tank is just devastating, bro. At just some point, it's hard to go 12 rounds with him.
So y'all don't see nobody beating Tank right now.
Not in the near future, no. No, I don't.
I see Cruz giving him another 12 rounds of hell.
Here you go,
I can
Dennis.
see that. I still don't think he'd win, but he would. It'd be hard to knock Cruz out. Some
Yeah,
dudes,
it's hard.
some dudes are born with chin, so you can't train and teach a chin. Some people got chin, some got glass chin, some got good chin, some got hell of a chin, and Pitbull's got a hell of a chin. He was taking shots from Tank and still coming.
So y'all think had the best chin in boxing or heavyweight? I'll say heavyweight.
All time, or
Yeah, just for you that you seen.
that's tough, man. I don't know, man. The best chin. I mean, Holyfield had a hell of a chin. I mean, as far as who I seen,
I was gonna mention Holyfield. Yeah,
probably Holyfield's number one. Damn. I mean, see, to me, and we're gonna get in this whole discussion. I was not a fan of Lennox Lewis. I know what he did.
I was thinking Lennox.
But to me, he was a heavyweight. He was always bigger than you, and he would outpoint you and jab you all fight.
Yeah.
I never, as a heavyweight, is different. That's a different class. Tyson, Holyfield, even Foreman, even older Foreman, Michael Moore, like all these dudes, Razor Riddick. Like
right.
Lennox fought everyone so safe, and because he had the height and reach, like
was
you
like
couldn't get
6'5".
to him, and he was like he was so scared to go there. So I ain't gonna say he didn't have a great chin because he wasn't really tested because of the way he fought. He protected himself, and it's smart. It's smart.
Except Rockman.
Oh, yeah, solid.
Oh yeah, King Rock. He said
Remember-
Shakur and Haney put together haven't fought the fighters that Tank.
No, not at all.
Remember Rockman? Remember
I
when
remember
he knocked
Rockman.
out Lennox
Yeah,
Lewis?
I remember him. Yeah.
So he beat Lennox or he beat Holyfield?
Who?
Did he beat one of them?
Rockman? No, he beat Lennox. He never beat Holyfield.
Lennox Lewis.
Lennox.
Oh yeah, Brock. Yeah, he did.
He beat Holyfield?
No,
he beat.
I mean he beat one of those two.
I
Right.
can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I hated his style, and like I
He
said,
did jab for.
But as far as the heavyweight, we saw wars and battles. I have to say Holyfield because in every fight, pretty much, he was a smaller dude. He wasn't even a real heavyweight. He was a cruiserweight, fighting all them dudes. Riddick Bowe, Foreman, except for Tyson. He was always smaller. He fought around like 225. Them cats like 240,
middleweight name. His name was Jermaine something. I used to like him.
Jermaine Taylor?
Taylor.
He wasn't a heavyweight, but yeah, he was a good fighter.
I used to like Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah. Jermaine Taylor was good.
Hey, on fight night, man, I used to kill Jermaine.
I mean, again, the funny thing, Floyd got a hell of a chin, but that's how great he is. I've seen Floyd get tagged. Like, I'm talking about Judah, Canelo hit him, Madonna. Like, I've seen him get tagged, and the way he
Sugar
trains.
Shane hit him.
But people, there you go. People don't give that man credit because he ain't never lost and never been knocked down. But that's because he's got a hell of a chin. I've seen him get clipped.
What about Pernell Whitaker?
I love Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea was the man.
I never really watched him,
Yeah, Sweet
but
Pea.
I heard he was nice though.
Yeah.
No, he was nice.
When did he
out
pass
De La
away?
Hoya fight against him.
Yeah.
Check out Julio Cesar Chavez. He got robbed in that fight.
He got robbed by that in De La Hoya.
Yeah.
So, see, if Sweet Pea if Sweet Pea had a couple decisions that went the proper way, we'd be talking about him in a different light right now.
Sweet.
If you Google most controversial decisions in boxing, those two are always in the top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
Canelo don't want that smoke, man. He ain't want that smoke for 5 years now. And Morrell called him out last night. I don't know if you saw the fight, the undercard. Pretty solid Cuban dude. But I don't think he want that smoke either. But I like that he called him out. So that probably be the fight we'll get is Morrell versus Benavidez. I don't think Canelo
Is
wants
that Benavidez dude? Is he nice?
nasty, bro.
Other
I've
than
never seen him fight.
other than Mike Tyson, Tyson is like my favorite. Other than Mike Tyson, my other favorite is Roberto Duran.
Really?
Manos
Man,
de
hands
Pietro.
of
See, I'm a
stone.
Sugar Ray
Hands
Leonard
of
guy. See,
Hands of
Hands
stone.
of stone. That was
I love
I
Sugar.
hate it.
Zo,
I mean, I
love
respect
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Roberto Duran. I was telling him.
No
You saw the
mas, no
documentary?
mas, no
Yeah.
mas.
Yeah, you saw the documentary, The Four Kings,
Yes.
with Duran, Hearns, Hagler. That was a dope era, so I respect
I like
it.
Duran.
But I hate Duran because I'm a Leonard guy. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that was big. You know.
Hey, I saw
Big
that.
rivalry.
Yeah, used to always talk about that. No mas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first fight.
Roberto
got
Duran
his
was
head,
a
bro.
bad boy, though.
Yeah,
Well, he
he
was
was talking
menacing.
about his wife.
Yeah.
And, you know, Sugar Ray tried to go in there and take his head off and then fight his fight. Next
Right.
fight, he came back, was like, nah, bro, I know what I did wrong. And, man, put it on him, bro.
And
Like,
also, too, he knew
They
that
said he threw
Roberto
bricks,
Duran
too.
was going to put on a ton of weight because right after that fight, he got up to 230. This was
Yeah.
like before the second fight.
what
They say
was
Duran
that?
threw hard.
Didn't he used to eat between rounds, or he did that one time?
Yeah, I think he
Uh-huh.
used to do. He was known
That
for
dude
doing
used to
that.
eat. Yeah, this dude right here, bro.
He ate between rounds. I ain't never seen
Yeah,
that.
man. Right.
I don't
He said,
remember.
He's stupid. Oh, hey, Andre Ward, man, we just talking about him last night. If he didn't retire so early, bro,
He
he'd
said
be
PSP looked like a mixture of J. Cole and Andre Ward.
Man, I don't care. Look. Do you
Now
know
we
how
all
many-
got nicknames, baby.
He got a documentary
people have
coming out
lately
too,
been
Andre
saying I
Ward.
look like Dylan Brooks. People have lately been saying I look
Dylan
like
Brooks?
Dylan Brooks.
I can see with the
Yeah,
braids.
yeah, I see the
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
I
shit.
could-
I do
yeah.
see that.
Dylan Brooks,
Don't get
Prince,
that.
and now
Don't
J.
get your
Cole
hair
and
done
Andre
like
Ward.
that.
No, I'm probably gonna do some AI braids.
I used to call Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, we call him Prince. Well, you got me calling
Call
him
him
Prince.
But yeah, man, I don't know what Canelo gonna do next, man. Because like I said, he went up and finally, you know, Bivol. He don't want to give him a rematch. He don't want to fight that dude again. He don't want to fight Benavidez. Shit, he don't even want to fight. It's crazy. He won't even fight Charlo. You know, the better brother. There's two of them, but you know, there's one that's better than the other.
They was at the fight too.
Yeah, and he don't even want to fight Andre. It's like, dude, this dude, man.
Y'all
Who
remember?
are you fighting?
That's what we don't know. That's why he ain't scheduled another fight since he lost. Well,
I'm just
he
saying.
fought Triple G for the fourth time, who was 175 years old and was a shell of himself. And after that, there's no other safe fight for him to go to. So I don't know what. And he usually fights on Cinco de Mayo. So if he don't fight next month, and I don't think he is because he don't got nothing scheduled, this will be the first time I think he has not fought on one of the Mexican holidays.
So who's fighting on Cinco de Mayo?
I don't know when
That's a Friday. Cinco de Mayo's on a Friday.
Nah,
Well, usually they fight that Saturday.
Yeah, it was always Floyd and then Canelo.
Right.
Oh,
That's a big money day. That's a big money day, and then that one in September is a big money day.
I didn't see that in Michigan, but if you do, oh yeah, I love it. Take it. Get your ass beat again. I'd love it. I'd love to.
What is
see it.
Canelo? He's heavyweight?
Nah,
Middle?
Canelo. That fight was at 175. He can fight anywhere from 160. That dude, man, that dude used to fight 147 pounders and come in the ring at 170. You know, cutting weight and shit. Like that dude, man. But yeah, naturally he's probably 168, 175.
So what's considered heavyweight? 200 and up?
What is it? No, hold on. I get MMA and boxing mixed up. I think because cruiserweight is shit. That's a good question. What is cruiserweight? Cruiserweight is like 205. I think it's anything past 210.
I forgot about cruiserweight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't think he'll ever fight at heavyweight. Like I
Hey,
said,
Mondo, you think your king's gonna do something? Man, go ahead, son.
Oh no, it's all good. No, I was just saying, like, you know, if he can beat the top dog at 175, he definitely going up to pass.
Who's the championship? Or who's the champion? Heavyweight.
Tyson Fury. He's the one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right. Because it was oh boy, the black dude.
Yeah, Lineal champ is Fury. He's supposed to be fighting with
He said 201.
201. Okay, yeah. And then I know they're trying to do Joshua trying to get back in the picture. I'm not feeling him.
Yeah. Who killed his career? What's his name? Who lost to Fury?
Andy Ruiz.
He
Oh
also
yeah, the
lost,
Mexican
he
dude.
just beat
I
him again,
forgot.
but he also lost to another chump. I forgot dude's name. Michigan probably know. He ain't been, but he went. But Andy Ruiz is the one that kind of was start to his
That was
down.
the setup. This was the setup right here. Let's tell you the setup. The setup was for the Bomb Squad to fight Anthony Joshua, right? So Joshua took they took their little fight beforehand. Their little light fight, so they get the super fight. So Joshua was supposed to fight somebody else before Andy Ruiz, and then that dude said he couldn't do it. So Andy Ruiz, who had just fought, I think 2 months earlier, said, "Fuck it, I'll do it." Andy Ruiz said, "I'll do it," and so he fights Anthony Joshua at Madison Square Garden, and he beats him. He knocks him out.
Right.
Now, Bomb Squad was supposed to fight Tyson Fury, and they fight was like I want to say a couple months later, and Tyson Fury ends up making it a fight until he got knocked out in like the 11th round, but he got up,
Yeah.
and the card still said it was still a fight. So that messed the whole money up. So people was like, "Fuck it, I'd rather see a Tyson Fury and Bomb Squad again before I see Anthony Joshua." Anthony Joshua had to fight Andy Ruiz overseas. They made him lose weight. They made Andy Ruiz lose weight, go overseas, and fight during the day. Fuck this
And
whole situation
he
up.
won the belt, and he should have had the shot, called the shots the second
He
fight.
should have called exactly. He should have called the shot, but he wasn't the A side. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Hey Jay, that's for you right here, baby.
What's got shoot?
R.I.P.
No,
your
they're not going.
Oakland
They're not going yet. They're not going yet. They're not going yet, man. They just bought some dirt
Hey Mondo,
in
what's your
Vegas, man.
baseball team, man? I don't even
They ain't
know.
going yet.
They bought that dirt a long time ago, good brother.
Hey, don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that.
It's all right, man. You just gonna have a. They just gonna change the colors to black and silver. You have a black and silver A's hat. That's all.
Oh, by
Nah,
the way,
That's all it
Jay,
is.
Lord have mercy. If they don't stay green and gold, bro, I swear to God,
Yeah,
I'm
they
done
gotta
with it.
stay with
I'm
the green
down.
and gold, man.
They
I'm
gonna be
done
black
with
and
them, bro.
silver, black and silver, black and
If they
silver.
go
Are
silver
you a
and black,
Dodger
then
fan? Oh my goodness.
oh man,
Jay, I've been
yes,
You know,
hearing
I'm a
yes,
that.
Giants, baby.
I've been hearing that Aaron Rodgers to
oh,
New York is coming.
Nah, it ain't going. If
Yeah, they
I'm
said
if
it
I'm
might be
the
this week. They
if
said it might be
if
this week.
I'm the Jets, I said, you know what? You want them so bad, you keep 'em. Fuck that. I'll bump the shit out of the fucking back. You want so bad, you keep them. Fuck it.
They
We
they
got
want
talking
another
about he
quarterback
might.
man.
coming anyway.
They
They
talking about he might
no,
wind
they
up in
will.
Frisco.
Nah,
It's
me
a
too.
PSP. They talking about he might wind up in Frisco.
Hey, at least they the same colors though, Mondo. Colts
In
and the
that wait a
Niners.
minute, Dallas?
No, Aaron Rodgers in Frisco. They saying that with all the stuff that's going on, he might
They got
wind up in
nothing to give
Frisco.
us. Y'all got to give us some players because y'all definitely don't got the draft picks.
Who
I
cares,
see it.
who cares where Aaron Rodgers wants to go as long as he's out of Green Bay? Move on, give Jordan Love an opportunity.
I don't care where you go either. No, I don't want him to go into the Niners. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely don't
You
want
go
him
to
to
the
go to the Niners.
Niners. Oh man, he put that 12-1 with the Niners.
But hey, he's still the same Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, though. You
Yeah,
never
but
know.
it don't matter with the Niners. He ain't got to do a lot. Shit,
He didn't have to do a lot. What, a couple
yes
years
he
ago?
did. He had
No,
to do a
he
lot with y'all.
did. We
He
Niners
ain't,
didn't
had
even
to,
score a touchdown or offensive touchdown against us, and we still
he
lost.
ain't got to do that with the Niners. You seen they just had a third string quarterback come in and do wonders.
They still ain't winning though.
Yeah, well they couldn't beat us.
Aaron Rodgers got to do something in the playoffs for his team to win, and he don't.
Like I
He
said,
don't
they couldn't
deliver.
beat us.
Man, we can beat
I'm
y'all.
just tired of holding that.
We beat Vic.
I'm just tired of
You're
him
gonna be
holding
Vic.
everybody hostage. That's the problem.
We
Good answer.
beat Vic.
Yeah, you beat Vic. Y'all beat my son back when he was a young buck.
Yeah, we did. So we beat a PSP team too with Kirk Cousins when he was doing all that talking.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it
the
was Kirk
playoffs.
Cousins.
Yeah, the playoffs.
Because who was that tight end y'all had? That black
Jordan
tight end.
Reed.
Yeah, Reed.
So
I
the
used to
ring was
like
nice.
him.
He kept
Stayed.
getting too
He
many
was a very
concussions.
good. He was a great tight end. His problem is that he couldn't stay healthy.
Too many concussions.
Are you a Knicks fan too? No, we gave the Knicks their credit, man. Dennis right here. He don't
Wait,
believe
hold
in
on,
y'all.
man.
He don't
How many
believe in
teams?
y'all.
How many teams Michigan got? Wait, yeah, Nick
He's
Now
a
fan.
I,
Wait,
I
he's a
don't hate
he's
on
a
I don't
Dodger
hate on
he
the
a
Knicks.
Dodger fan. He a Colts fan, and I guess he's a Knicks fan.
jeez.
He just said he all over the map. I didn't know he was all over the
We're gonna
map
start
like
calling him.
that.
Hey, his new name is 31 Flavors, man. Throw that Baskin Robbins profile pic up, man. I'm gonna start calling you 31 Flavors.
He got a team
Hey,
for every sport.
Right.
so who's your basketball team? But we give the Knicks credit. I like the Knicks. I like Brunson. Dallas, they
Should have
dropped
made
the
All
ball with
Star.
Brunson, man. Oh yeah. He a Sacramento Kings fan. I forgot.
Oh, now you're a Kings fan. Lord have mercy.
Where was them Kings fans at when I was saying all that shit back in the day, J. Will?
Right.
Where was they at? I was saying that shit just 2 years ago, remember?
Right.
Just 2 years ago, I said I
Him
can't
and
wait
Nick.
for the Kings to start winning games.
Him and Nick, the Mets fan, they Kings fans.
Sorry to
I
hear
work
that.
with a few Kings fans. That's crazy. My other
They've
homeboy
been,
Kings
they've
fan.
been quiet for long. They got cowbells older than goddamn me. Shit.
And they said Warriors better watch out because they ain't lost a series since '06 or something like that.
Did y'all
And
They
hear
ain't been
the
in a
they
series since '06.
exactly.
The fuck?
Yeah, he been.
He
Hey, I
says
gotta
he's
get you.
been here, y'all.
Hey, hit me up so I can get that hoodie to you, baby. You know what I mean?
Did y'all hear the news about Phil Jackson?
Yeah, actually, I saw it.
What y'all thought?
What happened?
I mean, Phil Jackson's an old ass white man now. He's gonna tell you the truth. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna really tell you how he feels. Phil Jackson's a weed head. He's like he's gonna tell you the truth. So I'm not mad at him. Like you know,
I wasn't surprised. Not at all. Oh, for context, Jay, he went on some podcast and he basically said he stopped watching basketball because during the bubble, all the slogans, the Black Lives Matter and all that other stuff, and how he's saying that they should keep politics out of sports.
right?
So when I heard that, I wasn't really that surprised at all because Phil Jackson, if you go look at his past, I mean, he said a lot of stuff.
Right.
Look at the dress code. Look at what
Right.
he said about a lot of other things. So hearing it from Phil, I mean, remember he also called LeBron's team posse.
Yeah.
So it's no surprise that Phil was said that. I mean, he just showed you exactly who he is. If you do your research, you wouldn't be surprised at all. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Phil Jackson, man. He's just gonna tell you how he feels.
Ain't
And that's
he
cool.
engaged or married to the bus chick?
Genie Bus.
Nah, they never married.
Or but they
They
together?
were engaged, but they were never
They're not
married.
even together no
Oh,
more.
they not together no more. That's a big
No, they
age
just
difference
fucking
too. And
around.
he like 60. She like in her 40s, ain't it?
Phil Jackson's damn near 70, probably almost
He's
late
77.
70s. Yeah, I'm saying he's late
Dang, he
70s.
like Joe Biden. So that's like Joe Biden and messing with
Right,
Janet Jackson or something.
right.
Joe Biden was messing with Janet Jackson.
No, I'm saying that's
Oh boy,
no.
oh boy.
Hey, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's the age difference or something like that.
I
Something
was about to
crazy.
say Janet. I know Janet. Like we all know Janet got a thing for them boys that do drugs. But I mean, goddamn, you got to be able to
Hey,
do drugs and
Wait,
sing.
Janet went from Bobby Brown to Biden?
yep.
No,
No,
she went.
no.
Don't forget she was with Elder Bars. But you try to leave that
Oh,
part
my
out.
fault. My fault.
And don't forget about Jermaine Dupri.
She was with
Right.
Jermaine
But
Dupri
wait a
for
minute. But wait a minute. I heard, according to Bobby Brown, he threw her out of his hotel. He threw her out of his hotel room when she
he
was
messed with.
naked.
Yeah.
Hey, he did the pedals to the. Dang.
Was
Oh,
that true?
hey, yo, you ain't right. Yo,
I
yo,
don't
yo.
know, man.
I
No,
don't know,
that's
but I mean,
true.
I
That's
like
true.
Bobby, but he says a lot of crazy shit. He even admitted he had sex with a ghost.
Who said that?
Bobby. Bobby Brown. He admitted that he had a house in Atlanta at one time, and then he had sex with a ghost.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
ain't
he
afraid
said
of
Yeah,
no
they
ghosts.
say Ghost is pretty. They're real sensual.
It's got
From
that
what I
good
heard.
good.
Like you
I
said
ain't
that
never
shit was
heard
straight
that.
face too. That's the fucked up part.
Got that
You
good
said
good.
that shit was straight face. That's the fucked up part.
Hey, Marlon Wayans has sex with a ghost.
No, that goes fuck Marlon Wayne. It's a
Right.
little
I was in there cracking
Yeah, I
up.
saw that. Yeah, I saw that movie too. I saw that one.
That shit
No.
was
What was
hilarious.
that? It was like
Hey, but no, the ghost did. Hey, but he beat the shit out of Annabelle though. He did hit those cheeks, though. Annabelle's cheeks. The doll. The ghost got him though.
right.
The doll. He beat the doll though.
hey, PSP. You watched Snowfall?
Dog, hey, what movie? What movie was that? Was that scary movie too?
Scary
When the,
movie.
when
It
the
had to be
ghost
one
when
or
the
two.
ghost
I
went to
ain't
the
never
girl
seen a.
room,
I ain't never seen a scary
When
movie.
the ghost did what?
the ghost
It
went
had
to
to
the
be
girl
scary movie
room,
too.
and
That had
she
to be
had
scary movie.
Wednesday panties on, and it was Saturday. It
Oh
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's dirty.
I've never seen this scary movie.
Only the first two are good because those are the only ones that
Her
were.
panties was like Wednesday. He looked up at the calendar. It's Saturday. Nasty ass.
They
Did
ended
y'all
up
watch?
still. They ended up stealing the franchise from the Wayans when they did 3 and 4. They had nothing to do with the Wayans.
Did y'all watch the what's it called? The American Pie?
I
I did.
love
That was
those.
good.
Fire.
Love
That's
those.
those
I
are
ain't
my
watched
movies
all
right
of them.
there.
Some of the best white high school, college comedies ever made.
Y'all
Hey,
gotta jump
we
on
on
that.
Bel
That
Yeah,
Air
we
series,
though.
on
American
Bel
Pie
Air.
series, huh?
We
I
on
haven't
Bel
watched the
Air.
second. I haven't watched the second season though.
You don't watch
Oh,
nothing,
Bel Air.
man.
Bel Air is dope too. But hey, but you never seen American Pie, Josh?
Josh, you don't watch
No, I
shit.
saw the first one.
Oh yeah. So American Pie there's a bunch. So
Yeah, I
you gotta
know.
watch the real ones that go together, which is American Pie 1, American Pie 2, then there's American Wedding, and then there's American Reunion. They got all these American Pie band camps and all that shit spinoffs. Those is trash.
Right.
If you watch the one with the main core people, you fire, bro. All 4 of them, dope.
I know, Mondo, but we don't use Peacock, man. You got to get up. I'm gonna tell you
Nah,
about it, man.
yeah, baby.
We don't use Peacock.
Matter of fact, I don't know if that was the finale because it's only 9. I think we got one more episode coming.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even watch. The only current show I watch nowadays is Abbott Elementary, the one on ABC.
Hey, you know what I heard was dope? I'm gonna add it. I ain't watched it yet. Was Yellowstone? Y'all know about that?
I heard
No, I
about
haven't
it.
watched
But
Abbott
And then with
Elementary
Kevin
is my show.
Costner, the one with Kevin
I
Costner.
ain't heard about Abbott Elementary, but I heard Yellowstone was supposed to be
Yellowstone
dope.
is cool, and Your Honor. I didn't know they had season 2 of Your Honor. Your Honor is
Is
cool,
that
too.
good?
Yeah, I like it.
That's what dude from Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah, Your Honor was nice.
I'm gonna add Yellowstone just so I can remember.
I like Abbott Elementary.
yeah, I love that show. That
Yeah,
show. Is,
Who's
If
in
it-
that?
Quentin Brunson, Shirley Lee Ralph, Tyler James Williams, the
know
dude
none
who
of
played
them.
Chris
you
Rock.
said Tulsa King is dope as well.
I got that on my list. I just ain't got to it yet. I got so much on my plate, man. It's hard to figure out what to watch.
But for me, man, I'm 90s. Fresh Prince, Martin.
Oh, come on, man. Martin is the GOAT.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all I watch nowadays. Like nowadays, other than Abbott Elementary, I don't watch like current TV
I never even heard
nowadays.
of Abbott Elementary.
It's a good show. You should check out all the episodes on Hulu. I mean, they just finished the second season. I can't wait for like season
Have
3.
y'all watched this show called Yellow Jackets?
No.
It's about it's like a horror psychological. It says about a team, a high school soccer team who the lucky survivors of a plane crash.
No, I ain't never seen.
But it got high reviews.
I've never watched none of the Narcos. Like people used to say.
Oh
Narcos
man,
was
the first Pablo Escobar, fire.
I've never seen that.
That's one of the coldest real villains I've ever seen. That dude was cold, bro. Yeah, that's a must see, Josh. You gotta watch that.
Yeah, I always about to start it, but then I watched Ozark. I like Ozark.
Ozark is that.
Yeah,
I haven't finished. I've never finished it, Josh, but I started watching it.
Yeah, Ozark was cool.
I gotta watch it.
He said Martin is dope.
man. In
Matter
fact,
of
y'all
fact, he
gotta
got
watch Bro Man. I love.
Wait.
Nah, he called me bro, man. That's who.
Ah, he's stupid.
But did y'all watch that Netflix, the Chris Rock?
I watched that
I
shit.
didn't
That shit
see
was
it.
weak, bro.
I like the part in what he talked about Will and Jada. and
Yeah,
shit.
at the very end. So I go to
Mondo,
watch
you out
this
of
thing.
control, man.
I go to watch this thing, and because of that, he does a whole new set. Well, okay, that's cool. But I'm like, okay, and then he goes to the very. So he knows you're gonna stay until he talks about it, right?
Right.
He does all these new jokes, and to me, he just passes prime. He hasn't been funny to me for me anyway in a while. So that last 10 minutes, that was the best part to me.
Mhm.
Right.
Now, did you watch the Marlon Wayans special?
I did, in which he talked about how he had a huge crush on
That was
Jada.
his whole set was on it, and to me, I thought it was way better than Chris Rock's.
Right.
That shit was funny with substance. He had a storyline of how him and Chris, why Chris got slapped because of him, because of how he did him back in the day, and how he
Right.
bombed that when he was doing stand up and Chris Rock was heckling him. Like, dude, that
Right.
Marlon Wayans to me, I don't think he's. I like his movies. I don't think he's a funny comedian, but that shit was funny to me, bro. Like I
I
saw
like the
that.
Wayans Bros. That was a good TV show too.
Oh yeah, that was cool. It was cool. Wayans Brothers.
But
Is
I,
cool.
but I got no problem with what Chris Rock said. I did the YouTube video. I told people, Will got to motherfucking divorce Jada once and for all.
Oh
Man.
yeah,
Yeah, she's toxic. She's toxic as fuck.
super toxic, man. Go see what my boy Corey Holcomb said about her. But as far as the Wayne, what's it Wayne brothers or Wayans?
Wayans brothers.
I got
Wayans.
I got Damon, Marlon, and Keenan top 3.
You don't even have Sean in that list?
Nah, I don't mess
He
with
ain't
Sean
top
like
three.
that.
Sean ain't really that funny. I mean, on the
I don't
show,
mess with Sean.
on the
like
show,
that.
he
He always did
developed.
that
He
gay
was the
stuff
DJ.
too.
Yeah, he was the DJ more so, and he developed. But no, he definitely ain't funnier than Damon and Marlon. And you gotta have Keenan top 3.
Yeah, Keenan
He's
is
the
just
founder.
he got to be.
He's in
His
all the
sister was never
original
really
skits.
funny. That
Yeah, Glimmer Man with Steven Seagal. Most Wanted. Blow Down Dirty Shame is one of my favorite movies.
yeah.
And that's him and Jada Pinkett. Speaking of the fun, funniness of that.
Right.
Keenan is the man. Keenan, if it wasn't for Keenan, bro, we wouldn't have none of this.
Damon is my favorite. I think he's the funniest.
I think he's probably the funniest overall. I mean, even with Mo Money, which was him and Marlon, but one of my favorite movies. But Damon was the dude doing Anton, and yeah, Damon's hilarious. I give it to him.
Yeah, it was
You ever watched the
classic.
movie Blank Man?
Dumb
Oh,
as
Blank
hell,
Man.
but now
It was
Jay,
funny.
I
That's
found
my
a
movie right
storyline
there.
behind
You
it.
can't not play that. Like they can't play that no more.
I didn't know he was really handicapped.
He was-
Marlon Wayans talked about Damon Wayans having a handicap, and that's why he did that role. That Blake
What?
Man.
So didn't he have a cartoon?
I heard he had
a
like a
cartoon?
club foot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a cartoon. The only thing I remember from "I'ma Get You Sucker" was that glass with the goldfish. I ain't seen it in so long, but that's the only part I remember was the goldfish and dude's little platform shoe.
Yeah, nah, that was funny, classic. Little parody spoof type situation, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man,
All right, man, we about to cut out this piece, baby.
you feel what I'm sizzling?
See you on Tuesday. You know what I mean?
God bless. Good night.
What up, Jake?